So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Easy, 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 easy. Here we go. Test, butt right.
Slot man motioned over. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Angel, angel, angel. Right.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
EQ. Here we go, son. Butt right. Easy, easy, easy. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And it'll be Jets football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Inside.
A tight end in motion now. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught, it's Brees Hall. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Hall takes it straight ahead. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down. Rodgers here from the gun. Completed to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, take 26.
First down from the red zone. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Again, Rodgers. Corley reels it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All right, still scoreless through one quarter. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. Rodgers throwing on third down. That throw finds Coughlin. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Bass's kick is good, and they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Angel, Angel, Angel. Hey, Can.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Here we go. Test. Watch right.
They'll send him over right.
Go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get back 8 and now have a 2nd and much more manageable 7.
the 33-yard line.
Here we go, son. Delta, Delta. Delta. Hey, Can. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. That one gains 7. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here we go. West right zip.
They kick the running back in motion.
Right.
Fields on first down. He fires one deep down the middle. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Hey,
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Alpha, let's go. Delta. Tonight.
Another throw for Fields. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
175. Tonight.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Alpha. Tonight.
2nd and 8. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
Here we go. Good.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Tonight.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Brought in close to the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in, right? Higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Rodgers here off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
All right, here we go. Second down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Jets in a very tough spot on second and long.
Cat 300. Cat 300. Plant.
Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
26. Inside. Number 50. Back north.
From the shotgun, Rodgers launches one deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. He's got this at the 27. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will take over possession. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go Alpha right here. Here we go, side. Go.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And a short gain only as he gets up to the 37. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Extend. Alpha, 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 alpha. Hey, can. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He throws a bullet to the center. That's grabbed inside the 30. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Jump out! Yeah, live. Hey, 88, number 50. Hey, you block over here. Watch it,
Running back sent in motion.
Hey, Mike. Hey, take 26.
First down throw by Rodgers. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw intended from Malachi Corley. And it's going to be second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Rodgers to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Jack 326. Inside.
To throw, Rodgers. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. One yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. Trying to run for it with Hall. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. This will be a 44-yard look. Bass's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
To the line they go. It's second down. Working out of the gun. It's Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York first down. From the gun, it's Hall. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Back to goal.
Throwing from the gun. On the move, hit and run. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Right.
Going to Harris to start the half. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by Chuck Clark. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They put Austin in motion left. He heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers first down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or when they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Hey, don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. Hey, never mind. Monday. You got a mini base. Why not? Hey, Ken. Tonight.
First down throw for Fields. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, son.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here we go. Right.
He's within striking distance. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Go.
They made it 3 yards on the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Bunch right. Easy. Right.
Harris does push is stopped just short of that goal line. Offense in the hurry up here.
11, 11, 11. Mayday. All right.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. George Pickens the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So we're through 3 here. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Rodgers here from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
EQ. Here we go.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Here we go, son.
Trying to run in, Harris. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Good. Nelson. Tonight.
They'll run with Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Offense up to the line fast.
Help.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
11. Set.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Boswell on to send this away. Gibson now to return. And look at this return. Races past midfield. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking Malachi Corley's way there. So second down coming up. Now Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Wangu now to return. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Rodgers coming back after the pick. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw.
Here we go, side.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
All right.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
Go.
They go to a knee as we get inside our final minute of play here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on third.
All right.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers.